Hey everybody, it's Charles, your hobby hero, and today we're going to be looking at some of the spoilers from this past weekend's pre-launch event in Berlin, Germany. Before you get started though, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I do appreciate it. I do put out regular content about the hobbies I love the most, with this channel specifically dedicated to the card games that I play. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in to the spoilers. Now, these cards were all spoiled in German at this event, so I'll have the translations in there for you guys as well. Pretty excited about some of these cards, but make sure you let me know down in the comment section below which ones you guys are looking forward to the most. Now, the first one is a character who needs no introduction. That is Maleficent. She is a 5-drop inkable for Sapphire. She has 3 strength, 6 willpower, and 3 lore. She has no other abilities, but this card is an absolute stat monster. Now, to put that in perspective, we've only seen a handful of other cards that you can produce 3 lore. Only one other one being Moana that can do it at the 5-drop spot, and she only has 1 strength to hit back whenever opponents start attacking into her to knock her out from that lore generation spot. Now, this is a very efficient lore generator hitting on turn 5, and it's going to punish a lot of challengers who come at her to take down that 6 willpower with that 3 strength on the front end. Now, without having an ability there, well, it's hard to say if she'll find a home in the constructed format, but as far as a limited bomb goes, this card is absolutely going to be something that makes the cut every single time with that stat line, and the fact that it is inkable means it's never going to be a dead card in your hand. Now, the next one we have is Prince Philip, who is a 4-drop for Amber. He is uninkable. He has 3 strength, 3 willpower, and 2 lore with the ability Heroism. When this character challenges and is banished, you may banish the challenge character. This allows him to attack into much larger characters and still remove them if they attack him back. Now, this ability in and of itself is probably not worth the 4-drop spot. I feel like with as many Maleficent cards that we've seen in there, we may see a shift version of Prince Philip at the higher end. If so, this could be a good launching point for that shift card. But all in all, the stats are pretty average for a 4-drop. The ability maybe bumps it to slightly above average, but the fact that it's not inkable and the ability is only going to be conditionally beneficial, I don't know that this is going to be a guaranteed spot in the Amber decks unless we see some interaction with some other cards that have yet to be spoiled. All right, next one up is Aladdin for Ruby. He is a 3-drop inkable. He has 2 strength, 2 willpower, 1 lore generation with the ability to improvise. When you play this character, each opponent loses 1 lore. I do like how this one is already worded to encompass a multiplayer format. I do think this game lends itself very well to that, and I'm very excited for that aspect of the game. In and of itself, this card's not anything particularly special. Stats are not overly special, and an opponent losing 1 lore isn't going to usually impact the net result of the game by itself. The fact that it is inkable, again, means it's never a dead card, but the thing that is most important about this card is that it allows us to shift up into the big Aladdin that we have already seen, and that card is very impactful, and I know has a lot of people looking at Ruby as a particular archetype. And if that big Aladdin becomes viable, this Aladdin is probably going to be one of the centerpieces of that deck to shift up into him. The fact that he has an ability at all when he comes into play, and then the fact that he is inkable is just icing on the cake. And then last and possibly least is the Musketeer Tabard. This is an item for steel. It is 4-drop, uninkable with the ability all for one and one for all. Whenever one of your characters with bodyguard is banished, you may draw a card. Now, I've seen a lot of items that have centered around a card draw engine. The problem with that is while card draw is good, these items have no immediate impact on winning the game for you. And this one not being inkable means it's dead, a completely dead card in hand unless you put it into play. So playing this card already has you -1. You have to lose a bodyguard character to replace this card, and you're going to have to lose your second bodyguard character before you get a +1 card advantage with this one. Now, you can play them in multiples to where each bodyguard triggers multiple card draws, but at 4, that's a pretty big investment to be playing into something that's only going to trigger if and when your opponent banishes one of those characters. As of right now, I'm pretty cool on most of the items that have been shown so far. If they don't have more support that's yet to be revealed, I don't see items being very impactful, at least not in set 1. So those are the spoilers that we had from the event. A lot of spoilers coming out, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you can get those future updates as well. And again, make sure you guys let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of these cards that were spoiled at the pre-release event. Until next time, guys, Hobby Hero out.